get in towards split, in towards this veto select, you're talking about the breach. We were talking about this before coming on of with the implications of the blender draft that we might be getting to see some of those older compositions, and immediately Shaydos brings out the breach.
Yes, so we already know what the KC comp is looking like for Vitality. Even they're keeping us waiting to see what they're going to elect for this first map. I mean, to be honest, Vitality, as we were discussing, that I feel like they've got a lot of other news in terms of the players that they have on their team and things like that. Here we go, we're starting to see it get locked in now.
All right, guys, come on. We've been waiting. Come on, we need to see what composition they're coming through. Looks like we're going to see 2 breaches, though. That could be fun.
Yeah. Not yet, no.
No, lock it in Sayonara right now, because I want to see it. Because this is probably one of my favorite agents, and it's not necessarily something that they love to play, right, in regards to looking towards what Vitality and KC were running earlier in the season. Obviously, again, caveat, different rosters, different players. You've got the new additions of Chronicle and Sayonara on towards the Vitality side, so it's Prophet, but I am so excited, because it's what they were running in the previous couple of matches in Project Blender as well.
Time for talking is up. We've already had one derby today. It is, of course, the Turkish one that happened earlier on. It's time for the French squads to face off against one another. There is only one team and one slot that can make it through into that semi-finals position. Vitality versus Karmine Corp on your screens. Map 1 of Split.
Let's see.
As soon as we get into this one as well, hoping to start the match up, because it's been a long time coming, right? We're looking at the matchups that we possibly could have seen in the Swiss stage. Happy to see it in towards this one. And just for continuity, Saul Goodman is going to be DOS9. So a little bit of difference in names. Same goes on towards the Vitality side. Chambanese obviously is Yampi.
I'm always going to pick...
There's always one, isn't there? Always one.
There's 2.
I just mean one on each team.
Oh, okay, fine. Yes. I'll give you that one.
There are 2, so bear with us. On that, of course, Vitality getting to start on the defense. It's Karmine Corp on the attack. I think for Karmine Corp's sake, probably wanting to be a bit aggressive, get in the face of this Vitality side a bit, show them who's boss. We learned obviously earlier today not to call back too much to it, but that Turkish derby that we saw, the side that was the underdog took the fight, of course Eternal Fire taking the fight to Ulf, and they were the team that were able to show up in spades.
But the thing is, right, KC don't actually have a Sentinel. You're running the double controller, running the Clove and the Brimstone, so that also limits your possibilities of being able to double back when you don't necessarily have an extremity player, so that's going to be something to pay attention to.
If they're
starts off in mid.
Walking up.
Either way, it looks easier to play.
Taking the util. You can see there's a set play to come out off the back of it. Durka wants to get aggressive, has the opportunity to go back, and information is enough.
On the mid fight.
Durka doesn't want to overstay his welcome, at least aggressive in the position, but Levin has other ideas. First blood for Karmine Corp, and the scale into heaven continues. They do have that raise.
B's completely open.
And you are right, the retraction of players has to happen because they don't have any site control. They have to play for a retake. Sayonara removed as Prophet puts his name in the kill feed. Dropping off the rope, needs a couple more. Sugetsu, he'll find one.
What can he do? He knows
Yampi from the heavens.
Clear as hell.
Has to collect a few as his teammate in support, and it is actually only Chronicle left 1v4. Hits one, but Sugetsu will deny any momentum in this retake. Karmine Corp take the pistol.
Oh, it's such a cheeky little post plant as well coming in from them. Obviously with that smoke towards spawn helps Shaydos be able to play on that little bit of off angle, just out in the open. So many players ready to play off the back of the contact as well. So for the side of KC, nice little playing towards mid. They survive the set play from Vitality, but it's in towards the post plant. And they really stand strong. It's in that replay there. You can see how lovely the peaks off each other were. Everything was set up. No way back in.
Boombot to check.
And similarly for this one, you're looking towards Vitality. Sure, you have a
full B info,
couple of upgraded pistols, but you're looking at KC to keep it clean as possible, but they at least have all the numbers in the right place. So, and especially with Durka going on a little bit of a gander into spawn, they should be locked in. But the only thing is, there's also ways out because there's nothing in mid either.
Yeah, exactly. They've got a plan A and a plan B set here, Karmine Corp. The question is, will they walk into the trap that Vitality set? First, contact drawn, but 3 players at this elbow position. First frag comes in, Yampi and Chronicle both with kills, but Sayonara finds 2.
now.
It's all on Shaydos, who has to come up trumps.
But he doesn't expect the flank,
and while he's good for the first,
oh!
Durka's flank might just
Durka
be
with the
enough.
headshot dink.
It's the dink. Shaydos has to move out of the utility into the open, expected to be penalised, but Durka relocates.
But the thing is, the pressure is on Shaydos because he hasn't got the spike down. Shaw is going to be able to guarantee it now, but Durka's gone for a little bit of a wander up towards Heaven.
Shayda.
But the only thing is, Shaw, you get another shot off with the classic, but too much HP on Shaydos, and the Vandal in hand just about secures it for KC because... I don't know.
And you saw the stack
he was going to a little bit of a hairy situation, right? Especially with the fights that came out from Elbow. You look in towards the replay here, you can only see like 3 bodies because all the gunfights were in such a small space in towards that Elbow. It was manic.
Bad for KC, but it looks like they didn't buy too heavy on their eco.
Oh, this is a very strong buy from
Shaydos
KC.
full buy,
sure, you lose loads of weapons in the previous, but if you have the money to reinvest.
Gun over, I'm not sure where. Let's see.
Plenty of opportunity.
They switched Cypher to B now, and it looks like
Karmine Corp, of course, wanting to hold on to this early lead that they've established.
Dirk is cleared.
Vitality themselves, looking to score in this map, and the buy good enough to do so.
Space up in towards mid.
Taking up Heaven.
Plenty of bodies to try and shoot at. Finds one and has to drop.
Chronicle dinked.
The cage doesn't want anything else to do with the fights towards Heaven. It's B main that allows Yampy to activate. Levin with a quick trade.
Play for retake. They still have Cypher.
4 on 4 now as Durka to tip the scales back in favour of Vitality. The flank becomes the flank.
Lewin decides to try and make a play.
There is no safe crossing. Levin has to make room, and he'll do so. Removing Chronicle from spawn. Shaydos to stick the spike down. 3v3, Vitality still with a chance here in the post-plant.
I mean, benefit of having the double smoke, so you can just cycle them, so they're able to get the spike across, but now you're looking in towards post-plant. It's very much focused on towards site. They have to fight forward. Sure, DOS9 is going to be in charge of Heaven, but it's spawn that they want to come out, all 3 players of Vitality together.
Durka dashing in and out, just trying to get some information, but Levin drops another. Prophet gets the trade, 2 on 2. Sayonara still spamming out, expecting the peek from the right-hand side, an elevated angle. Are both players now.
DOS9 is really strong.
able to collect the last 2. Vitality still yet to score here on the defensive split.
I hope it shows in towards the replay the amount of damage that was done on towards Chronicle so early on, trying to hold in towards that Heaven position, because it meant he had to retreat all the way into the spawn, which meant Yampy was stuck on an island, had to fight forward. Shaw takes one down with him, but it's in a situation then that Vitality were not able to hold on towards the site, not really able to keep an anchor in place, and KC again towards another post plant, and yet another round on the board, a 3-0 start for KC, and now putting Vitality on towards the back foot, on towards Sheriff.
Playing the same role he's been playing since the start of Valorant, A control.
One of them already gone.
Aves wins the duel.
Prophet fires once into the dark.
Sure, was that through a smoke?
His Sheriff now dropped outside B.
Now
I mean, because of the weapons as well, you can see why, you can understand why as well, that the rotations are coming in so quick. They lose one player, hoping maybe KC are going to try and snowball off the back of it, or at least gain some space.
They want to hold a little bit, get some info.
It's a gamble for Vitality, putting their players on towards B, 2 towards Heaven.
So it's a good call.
Prowler does at least spot someone out mid. So it's at least a little bit of information to work with. But right now, KC are in the drought. They're starving Vitality of any positional awareness with the smokes in towards mid. No advancement towards B main either.
Let's see how the info game plays out. They see the fade.
Trying to.
So he gets to come back
into the round with the use of utility.
So I think they're going to end up B
on the angle. But it isn't just a one-man army here towards B. There are still 4 players stacked in and about this site. Yampy has to move away. Levin finds another 2, dashing into the heavens. Shaydos collects the last with the Outlaw, kills for everyone in round number 4. And KC etch another next to their name.
Finish B
I think that's probably the easiest round KC have had right so far.
Crossfires, even though they were all there, they weren't really all there.
Pistols. But now is the real test. Going in towards this one, you can already see that there's an operator being brought up. So weaponizing Durka with that.
And they were paranoid of a flank. They were just too scared, and they had no defense.
The thing that Vitality needs.
Let's see, big round.
Recipes to success, because currently the only people with success
like
so far are KC, and
kind of a fast
Levin.
A, or maybe at least A
fantastic
control.
performance from him so far. 7-1 inside the first 4. Looking to hold that momentum. This man here with this particular gun was a menace in the round of 16. Durka on the op.
They take Heaven.
Prolific
Op is coming.
in finding entries and closing rounds. It felt like he was everywhere at once.
Probably check cam and peek.
Let's see if Karmine Corp can get the same treatment.
He gets on the line.
Durka waiting. That was his chance to shoot down the VIP instead for Karmine Corp. They are still with 5 alive, Levin into the heavens. Yampi gets the trade, but it's not without 2 from the Karmine Corp side. Vitality down to 3 as well. So shared numbers in round 5.
DOS9 on the Brimlurk.
Fighting from the heavens, still aware.
Profek falling
the
back.
Karmine Corp have choices. Lines up towards heaven, takes the TP up high, but this read
maybe they go back to
very nearly finding the frag.
But the thing is, it is a 3v3 situation, but all 3 players at KC are separated. The spike is starting to shift over towards B, and it's now with the kill that Yampi was able to get onto Sugetsu. Feels like that's the only option left. Sure, 40 seconds to work with.
I think
we're looking towards
what
utility Vitality having towards this defense to hold the site itself. Don't have that paranoia, sure, maybe some of the smokes are coming back online, but you can see with where Dirk is playing that they have no information. They're wanting to play for that retake. You got the Nightfall in hand, you have the numbers, so may as well.
Walking out
but for KC, can settle in towards the post plant, push the issue. You can already see Shaydots exploring towards spawn.
This is smart. They want to take the space before getting the spike down, understanding that the way to win this round isn't just by playing the post plant. They want to set themselves up as nicely as possible. Shaydots will stick the plant with not much time to spare. And vacant B site. Vitality have to go and claim back control.
They're relying on individual heroics. Look how split up they are.
Here we go, Durka. Expecting a push from the angle, thought that the fight was going to be happening towards spawn. Instead, they wait for the Heaven util to drop. Yampi tosses in the reveal, has the ultimate next to his aim as well, and that will be used in the retake. They're going to try and get forward, as you say, claims nothing, information not fed through just yet. DOS able to find one.
Oh, he's got the molly
as well, bounced off the wall. This is going to stop the defuse from happening even further.
Ooh, Shaydots again.
Both.
IGL.
Karmine Corp still yet to falter. It's 5 out of 5.
Not playing.
An unbelievable turn of events yet again. Finally, Vitality have an advantage, 3v2 in numbers, and at the end of it all, Karmine Corp walk away with a round.
And it's not even just that, that was probably one of the most fair rounds, realistically. Even if Vitality would have had the one-up, they had the operator out, they had the investments that they wanted. Sure, a couple of ults utilised as well. You're looking at Yampian towards that retake, the Nightfall. It clears out sight. The only thing is, KC splitting up in the numbers disadvantage seemed to make the right decision. Push and pull of the attentions. Molly goes out just in time as well. And sure, time was dwindling anyway, but now it's the time for PAL to have an opportunity to play more aggressive. This is a coach that not only we've been praising, the Des, Billy as well, and even the 2 casters that are arriving later today. Those we have to give kudos where kudos is due in regards to the BBL run. Same goes for Yampi as well now in towards the yellow colours. But for the side of Vitality, the last round was an incredible one to lose with the investments that went in, with the advantage that they had. So hopefully PAL can set this straight.
Looks like they're
timeout used early, and to be honest, a very viable one as well, because Vitality need results and they need them now. No more time to mess about and come second best.
I don't see much of an adjustment here, to be honest.
Team that's
just looking, they still have
like are expected to run deep in this tournament, run good, start their 2026 season off the highs.
Yeah, they do take more aggressive mid-info. Dirk is in the corner.
Or in Levin,
but this again is well.
You know the situation Vitality is relatively bleak in regards to weaponry.
Dark up.
A little trap setup. DOS9 checks.
And removed.
This is too many hours.
DOS9 able to find the opener.
Also dealing with the tripwire just causes more questions about Vitality. You can see the answer back was to put the parallel in towards main.
I don't know why it didn't scan Shaydots. So now they think B main is clear. And Profek thinks he's safe.
This round is looking like it's relying on individual heroics because of how split apart they are. You saw in the other ecos that they were going for of playing for that gamble stack we saw over towards B, similar to on the second round. They had all 4 pistols in towards A, so a little bit of a different look. So maybe
just check mid.
Can try and pull KC.
Checking full A info.
So they lean towards B.
Let's see how KC decided to
40 seconds, Karmine Corp willing to take their time with a round like this. Stun goes out on the angle. Profek
3 revealed.
Ready to throw forward a flash of his own. The blind and the TP across. This is cheeky. Undetected is Profek who finds one. Looking for more, but it's Yampi and backslipe that activates. There's so many layers to this defense. Vitality have numbers. And Karmine Corp have picked their poison. They just have to hope that they can swallow up these pistols. Instead, Sayonara drops the ball. Bad news as Yampi finds all 3. Vitality on the board, and it's in the unconventional round, so pistols only, a thrifty round for Vitality to get on the board.
I think that was the conversion they were hoping for off the back of the timeout. Normally you take them before the Eco round, so you have a little bit of extra time to adjust, poke and prod at the setup that KC are going for, and instead, seems like it's not necessarily the duelist go kill, it's, hey, IGL, go sort them out. You only got a sheriff, like, that's fine. And for that to be the first round that they get on the board, sure, they're going to have the investment coming in towards this one anyway, but at least that's got to be a boost to the Vitality side.
Money looking good still for Karmine Corp.
Early.
Plenty of opportunity to
so they're going to lean A.
Reclaim that 5-round buffer and, more critically,
KC
buries
contacting
Vitality.
A, it looks like. But that Cypher Cam in heaven is going to see them.
At least their chance at momentum. For now, all silent. You can see a passive approach taken towards A. Chronicle going to be tested on individual skill. Plenty of numbers heading his way. And you can see there is an ult in response. This could be scary. Chronicle gets the opener. A fantastic shot. Needs a few more. Chronicle with backside. Chronicle! A huge hat trick. Levin, Shados left to recover. And to be fair, they haven't done a bad job so far. A 5-on-2 to a 3-on-2, but Levin now removed. And it's all on Shados.
I think KC,
a Chronicle-esque round required from him
with this comp.
to bury Vitality second. He'll look for it, and a dink nearly a second as well.
Especially
but it's all damage as Vitality take to 2.
Let's have a look at that replay real quick, because
be a little bit more aggressive, I think.
From Chronicle on towards site, this kill just as he's trying to get in towards heaven. The stun's great. Utility from the Clove also great.
And then once you know he's there, you gotta get him.
But the only thing is, it's Vitality that stand tall. And it's nice to see that for them to be letting the dust settle in towards that 3v2, that they're not having the same mistakes that they were showing in the previous. Now, early on, Dirk back with the operator and back now with a little bit more success.
Yes, Chronicle a second as well.
Sugetsu again.
DOS9 there for a trade of sorts.
2 times Sugetsu's failed as
I mentioned how prolific Dirk was with the operator in that game against Bratamix, and now he's starting to show for it.
I mean, the thing is as well, coming in towards this round, you're looking at the ultimates that Vitality have over KC. Used the orbital strike in the previous to no avail. Now the ultimate economy is starting to lean in favour of the defenders, which can get a little bit scary when you're looking at the Waylay ultimate, right, for the retakes.
Trying to walk out against Chronicle.
But the map is incredibly small right now for KC.
Taking a mid.
Made to feel that way by design. Chronicle.
Here it kind of comes where you don't
orchestrate
have to another. You just have to clear everything with bodies.
As Karmine Corp put down to 2.
They might try to save.
Vitality
I don't know
double
what
the numbers, and as you mentioned, there's plenty of avenues that this round can go. The ping coming out from Yampi, who spots the head of Durka. Quick to make up space though. Statue to try and remove Durka from this situation. And to be fair, you can understand why. That man with the operator is lethal, eventually put to rest. Naves there for the frag, but needs 3 more. And with only 20 seconds left, time is ticking. They suspect that he might head towards A, so the B side
are good for Aves.
Have an opening.
But even then, you get the spike down. You have a player from main, player from spawn.
He's trying to get killed.
Yeah, now he knows. Sticking it. Shouldn't be offered this kind of space and won't be. Sayonara quick to push off the back of his own util set. Just dumps it in the direction of the Raze.
We've seen Sayonara.
I mean, it makes sense, right? The time being so low, you use the aftershock to get him off the first attempt. Flash on towards the second, and even just swinging, knowing that the time is not there for any sort of reset either. Plenty of teammates alive. Can afford to go for this peak here. You can see it nice and clean from the side of Vitality, which is a slight difference, and that was off the back of the timeout from Pal. This time, it's the KC side's turn.
You've got to say, I think after Vitality's success, Karmine Corp want to bury the hatchet before it becomes too much of an issue.
I can't even remember what match it was, but it was a similar sort of thing from Vitality. I think they were like 5-0 down. We had a timeout from PAL, and it was a 7-5 off. So it's definitely looking at, for the coach's side of things, on the conversion rate. Admittedly, I don't think it was against T1 opposition, so now maybe a little bit of a head-to-head between Zash and PAL that we can have on the server as well in regards to the timeouts. But for the side of KC, they still are in the lead. It is that 5-3 scoreline. So it's nice to see the timeout as well being used before it's too late or before it's equalized, not allowing any sort of momentum to build, because you look at the timeline as well, this was flawless from them to start, and off the back of the timeout from Vitality, they're having their own little run in regards to 3 rounds in a row. Weapons back out for KC.
Wrecked, by the way,
still, ultimate's not necessarily there for them. You're close to Shadow's, the Rolling Thunder. We saw that being used over towards A previously. But for Vitality, some pretty strong ultimates, especially for retakes or even just for the anchor holds.
I think this is his smoke on A main. They take mid, pull one off of A, and then I think Suigetsu's going to try and win the 1v1.
Nice start, Profek.
Profek gets a kill through smoke.
Finding the opener, it's the Brim. DOS9 removed. The second is Durka. Still a thorn in the side of this KC comp.
It's kind of up to Suigetsu.
Trying to squash down any opportunity of Vitality get back into the game, but instead it's gone from bad to worse. In fact, it's flawless. Vitality with 5 alive.
Like I said, the
not
default
much damage
hard.
done at all.
I would have just probably
will find themselves their
just hit the sights.
Yeah, great use of the ultimate coming in from Chronicle as well. Obviously, it's a very mid-focused pressure from KC, and it has been in the last couple of rounds, but Suigetsu wanting to go for that flank presence. Normally you'd see him on the Viper doing it, right? You put the default wall, try and get behind it, but it's a little bit difficult.
It's a little harder on the Clove. I would assume that in the real comp they played Viper.
With the Neural Theft spotting out your position, it's an easy pickup for the Vitality side and keeping it clean as ever. Now, opportunity to equalize with KC on towards lower weapons. This is exactly what the timeout was trying to avoid.
Yeah, Dirk is now
Dirk already throwing his hat into the ring with the first and back to safety.
Dirk had a really slow start to this map, but it's nice to see that he's picked things up. Vitality punishing KC on every move that they make.
Let's see.
Chronicle.
His timing is fast here.
Yeah, again, setting up in a passive way.
And he's jump
overextending into sight.
Jump
spotting in, waits for his teammates to arrive before thinking about making any intrusions to defend.
I mean, playing into a sight can be a little bit scary with the ultimates available.
Durka going to be tested. He's got to be careful. Can't find a thing. The stinger of Shados, and in fact a second one from DOS9.
Chronicle.
Leaves Vitality at the lower hand. Chronicle quick to be removed as well as Suigetsu finds one with the Sheriff. Both players towards spawn. Can't find much. Profek 1 on 3.
Sheriff. Give him that Sheriff, man.
Again, so KC weaker by, but somehow make things work.
Both teams stopped the drought of rounds with an eco. We saw it for Vitality. Obviously, a lot to be credited towards Yampy with his triple kill with the Sheriff. In towards this one, down in numbers, isolating Durka on towards sight. And I was thinking more of the Rolling Thunder could be utilized to, like I said, kill the player on towards sight nice and early. But the thing is, they get that kill so clean, they're able to use it into a squad, buys them space, buys them opportunity to upgrade their weapons, and then obviously you're looking at that final kill on towards Heaven.
He didn't get a kill.
It's not necessarily the round for Vitality you want to be letting go. And again, Durka wanting to go for these entries with the operator.
2 for 2.
But Suigetsu starting to heat back up.
Now he's just keeping that
KC warmed up
info.
Back into this game.
Dumping util. He's probably going to invest another dog in a second.
Punished the early lead that they were able to
either way
put together. Can they retain that?
Keeping the info. They might walk Heaven now.
You can see that the pressure's still very much applied towards A. Smoke's being dropped and just delaying. Where they know the only player is from KC, Suigetsu has to move away.
But the thing is, it's still mid-focus from KC. They love playing in towards this mid position. It has allowed them to split in towards A or split in towards B. This time, the latter. With only one player here, 5 players converging on his position. Thankfully, there's an ultimate from Profek into support.
And he's there on time, but will he be on cue? It's Chronicle.
Chronicle always
ever living in the back of sight, just satchelled into the air, will eventually be his downfall. Thought that Profek was going to be the pin.
Time to be brain dead.
Instead,
didn't check the right corner
from the round. Vitality 2 on 4.
And obviously, they're not dead yet, being utilized by Suigetsu. Not going to be offered the kills. It's going to go down. But still, the amount of time and space that's bought KC, because you're also looking at the double up again in towards spawn.
It is a 2 on 3. Yampy The second time he's thinking about using that ultimate, and
he's going to take one.
He likes this ult.
And you are right. Only tags one. At least they know there's two towards spawn, but it's all on Yampi, and he expects them to be a main instead.
I don't know about that fatal.
KC up to 7.
This has been a second time KC in towards this post plan over towards B that they've been playing heavy in towards spawn. Again, a second time that we've seen the Nightfall used to clear out sight, but that's something that's going overlooked by that Vitality side on towards the retake. When they're going for the Heaven-centric retakes, they're not retaking towards spawn, which makes it ever so difficult when you're pushing in towards site, because you can see Yampi caught off guard, wants to hold over towards pillar, because you know there's a player there, but
now they go for the straight B hit, but they've switched the Cypher.
Now up on towards 7, KC guarantee themselves at least a winning half, just depends how strong they can make it. Weapons back out for Vitality, no ultimates, KC got a couple.
One of which used.
Make that another one though. Avez, showstopper online. And with so much time in towards the round, getting that available.
Go back mid.
Now they can start going for the poking and prodding. Leaving Levin over towards B main. Dealing with the Cypher utility, but that's also something that they have to be wary about over towards mid.
So the numbers are a little bit better.
Still a minute to act. Profek behind the util. Avez caught lacking at the other side of the smoke. Off guard.
Now they full clear A. Is going to be rough.
As KC dropped to 4, Levin thought
but they have
this is his chance to progress into B. Instead, the smoke pulled, and Profek moves ever closer.
Now it's starting to get uncomfortable because everyone from KC in towards main, so it has to be the ultimates to get them outside because they have no way of splitting.
Profek going to be asked to step up massively once again. Similar position to the last round. He only found a singular kill from here. Now needs to find a few more. Chronicle caught in the open. The peak. Profek finds even less. 0 found in the back of sight.
Big duels.
A 3-on-5 that Vitality now have to scramble together. Durka on a big flank. Levin gives the jump spot, but Durka arrives in time. In the meantime, though, DOS9 with a kill on the shorty, leaving Vitality short-changed in the retake once again. Durka looking to progress through this smoke, but it's all a game of time, and KC playing it down every second. He pings exactly where Shados was, expecting the information to be given, and he will find one. Durka, Sugetsu trades, all down to Yampi. Jumps into sight, expects the player from CT. Can he find the second? Sugetsu tucked in the corner, has to swing, and Yampi holds on. Vitality 5-5.
And the difference between Vitality in this retake and the ones that were unsuccessful, they had multiple avenues back in. It wasn't even just spawn this time. They came out towards Heaven, they came from main as well, flanked from Durka. Obviously gaining the kill on towards the player on towards Nubox, but also the information of Sugetsu towards backside. Yampi, thankfully aware this time that they're playing in towards spawn, jumps down, gets the first, and blessed with enough time to convert on towards Sugetsu. So sure, it's not necessarily the same run that they were hoping to go for after the 4 flawless rounds that they were able to get in the mix of this half.
The KC
but it's still something, and for it to be on towards the defender side of split against the KC with a double duelist, there's stuff to work with. Coming in towards this attacking half now,
is honestly favoring Vitality.
The only thing they have to be careful of is it's a double controller for KC. There's a lot of delay utility.
They're going to go fast, eh?
Vitality willing to pick up the pace.
Lewin staying here.
Shados with the opener dig through the wall. Durka left low, but not dead. Sugetsu tucked in Heaven, waiting. Stun to go out. They want these fights. Sugetsu wanting to take it to Vitality.
That's the clove.
Foot not off the gas between these halves.
So they hold strong.
And so far, so
when
good.
I'm watching
Vitality
KC,
down to 3.
I feel like they're playing
a bit of tag damage to the breach to show for it.
And now they've also spotted the retreat of Profek, and on top of that, they're continuing to explore. They don't want to be passive, they want to be proactive.
And then stayed in an off angle.
And they're afforded another kill off the back of it. The steps should be huge.
And you saw the difference on the Vitality pistol round. Durka went mid,
across,
took one shot and dashed.
The safest avenue to get the spike down, so at least an ult point next to his name. Never mind.
DOS9 with the molly.
He gets the ult point.
Fantastic molly from DOS9. You are right, he does get it, but
yeah,
it would have been nice to try and put the screws to KC a bit more.
Which is
instead, 1-on-5 that Yampi has to find and have No doubt that KC will convert here. No time as well, even if he's able to find a couple of kills. Okay,
body, bro, he's gonna get.
We get it. He's dead.
He doesn't like him.
Get a couple of exits, but there's still a good chance and a good amount of time to do some damage. So that's the name of the game in towards this one. Like we said, there's not really much of a chance of winning it.
You never know.
But how costly can he make it? It's just the one.
Look, you weren't expecting a win, as you say. Yampy just looking for exits. His mission accomplished, finding one.
Like, you know, if you shoot Chronicle's body, it's not going to
change. For the KC side, stepping closer to home. Of course, as you can see in the top left of your screens, it is their selection. So, categorically speaking, in BO3s, they go the distance. You should be winning on your pick. So, at least on the right track here, the KC side.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the devs touched on it before, of the fact that KC have had a relatively clean run, right, coming in towards this stage, that they haven't actually had to play many maps in regards to, I think they've got about 5 or 6 maps that have been played.
From Pro.
And not even just on towards different maps, just in total, right?
Yeah.
Barely any maps being repeated, so less than ideal footage.
To counter the Outlaw.
For the Vitality coaching staff to work off.
But
so for example, if they had a judge has much tape to go through, right, to learn more about their opposition. KC giving them some cold treatment. Shados, fantastic double between
they wanted to try
Durka and Chronicle.
Ramps, but
all left in the hands of Profek, who is nowhere to be seen on the map right now. Coming through the vents up through middle to get to expecting this kind of move. Turned away at the worst possible time. Profek taking inspiration from Tarzan apparently as he swings between rope to rope. Won't change the outcome of the round though. This is still looking very much KC's.
That right click being a headshot is criminal.
They didn't shoot his body.
But yeah, again, it's not really as if Vitality were hoping to win this round. It's more about damage. Again, similar story for Yampian towards the 1v5.
30 seconds left.
As many kills. Even if you just force a reinvestment of shields, at least it's something.
I'm really interested to see this bonus.
First opportunity against Shados, who's already been spotted.
Very aggressive on this bonus.
Relatively clean round.
And I think
4 kills
so
to his name.
Because he's been on kind of
keeping the Vitality eco under wraps.
Less organized teams. He hasn't been really able to show off his aim too much, but his aim
One thing that is going to be concerning now, as we're starting to get the rifles back out for Vitality, for KC is, like I said, they don't necessarily have that hard sentinel. They're running the double duelist, double smokes, and it's not as if it's the Viper either, right? You tend to see the Viper being in place of the Cypher maybe to go for those lurks that we would see on the attack. But with them having that double controller, sure, you still have the molly from DOS9.
Just because he's losing some unlucky.
But you're looking towards what Durka can do on towards the Waylay. A dive composition really plays into the fact that KC don't have a hard sentinel, not a Cypher, no trips either to hit.
See, they're fighting mid-aggressive. Full mid-info is Clove.
You're not necessarily going to see
heavy dive in this round. He's just playing the Viper role, but because this is the blender.
Cool, calm and collected from the Vitality side.
He's doing it on Clove because they want to save Viper for a different map.
Limited time for Vitality to make changes. 4 rounds away from conceding the first map, let's not forget.
And essentially, when I say the blender, if you're not aware, this is Project Blender, so that means whatever you pick on the first map,
50 seconds left,
whatever agents you can't pick on the next map.
So in the game, Vitality have to be held back.
Ooh.
Good start for Chronicle.
So they're caught
out with the Phantom.
But with Shados' position as well, at least that's some security for KC to know that they're not rushing in off the back of that, they're not gaining any sort of space. But the space that they have to be worried about is what Durk is gaining in towards mid. Now Heaven's under wraps, you can see the KC players starting to get a little bit nervous.
We've got...
Maybe they should be. Spike starting to come back over towards A. Chronicle spotting Shados is retreating towards screens.
Here. Those players jump from left to right as they try and
not sure what
get out of the util, have to move back.
Avoid the damage.
Really nicely done. There is a plant out for Vitality. Setting up all the stops here in the post plant, Profek. Good catch.
Yeah, they try to hold the aggressive
caught out in the vent system. Smoke towards Heaven.
But
Yampy with 1, Chronicle the 2nd. Shados with a couple, nearly finding a 3rd. But Profek there to put this round to rest.
Let's see what they could do.
Could have been an expensive one.
Now,
only a couple removed out of the Vitality hands for coming
where the
themselves.
operator is. If
still opportunity in this game to hold on to their lead, yet recoup on previous thoughts.
This is the biggest round so far.
The gap ever closer now.
I mean, the thing is for KC and towards this one, it was the bonus anyway, right? Sure, you're able to get a couple of kills and a bit of damage, but for the side of KC, the bonuses have been incredibly strong. You see at the first, right? You had that 5-0 start.
They've got breach.
Thankfully for Vitality, they're able to stabilize on towards their anti-bonus round, but now in towards this one, the operator out for KC.
It's pretty important for Suigetsu to come and help.
Rolling Thunder for retake, and a little bit more preemptive in regards to the rotates. 4 players are over towards 8.
Shaydos
has managed to pick one out through the smoke, and that's the spike down.
After recoup, it's a second, a third from Karmine Corp.
And then the
Vitality are doing nothing right now. Great double from Durka.
Good nade.
But it is a 1-on-3 for Sayonara.
That's good aggression.
Spike retrieved.
From the mid players coming in to help on Heaven.
Through the smoke, gun barrel spotted. Sayonara given half a chance.
A main.
But cut out by DOS9. 10 on the board. Double digits for KC.
And I don't know if they even shot the
I do believe I just saw a timeout as we cut away to the replay. So it really is do or die now for this attacking side of Vitality.
I don't know if Vitality
even they know that chances and your days are numbered.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense for timeout now because it's starting to get a little bit hairy. Given the opportunity for the players to stabilize, had 2 rifle rounds to make that happen.
The pros are so good at shooting on the ropes.
Unfortunately,
they just like insta one tap.
KC that
even with the classic pro on the pistol round, that round, DOS9 just going up and down.
Now backs up against the wall, Vitality need to come out of this conversion. Maybe not necessarily with a round because the weapons.
When I go up that rope, boy.
Possibly lacking.
I'm not one tapping like that.
With a plan going forward.
Let's see. Vitality probably gonna have to, you know, default, get picked.
I mean, Vitality just needs to take rounds, don't they?
Take space together. They kind of would benefit from the plan that KC kind of had. Just
shoot them in the face and
hold
win,
main,
right? But for Vitality's case, it literally is that no matter where they go, no matter what they do, it feels like KC always have an answer and always have a response.
And the thing for me is looking at the things that are lacking from the KC comp. Like I said, the Sentinel. You're looking at the side of Vitality. You've got Waylay, you've got Breach. You have a Fade Nightfall available. Do something of a pace change, maybe hit in towards a fast or put some pressure on towards the KC side because we saw how the defaults were going.
Vitality
the rotations
for
from KC relatively clean. And now we're defaulting. Operator out,
like
tasked with holding on towards that B site. You can see the setup shift from KC a lot heavier over towards A and towards mid for those fast rotations.
Durka takes ramps again. Let's see if he just misses.
I think to remove
honestly, Durka could be more aggressive.
He's even going wandering on main, so that's even more information for KC to work with.
And as you can see, that the reaction from KC is to rotate. They've got a player in the vents, careful
many times I've seen
they can
him
dive towards rope. Instead, Vitality come out of main
and dismiss
and with a triple stack towards Heaven. I don't think KC are going to be too bothered about giving up the site itself.
That's site. You can have it. We have 2 ultimates for the retake. We have the weapons advantage. But the thing is,
maybe someone to follow.
Peek over towards mid. Prophet is going to be on towards this late flank. It's just how much time can Vitality delay?
They're
going to try and kick things off here. Vitality, nice shot from Aves with the showstopper. Knew that Chronicle was playing in and about the cage. Durka deep in spawn. Levin spotted round the corner. The fuse is already being stuck though. Vitality doing nothing to stop it. I don't know if they didn't hear it. I don't know if they can't hold it. But Vitality just let this one slip. Sayonara finds 2. But Aves makes it a hat-trick. And Durka left to save. Vitality concede their 11th and 2 rounds away from losing out on split.
They add the layer of the
They go proactive in towards spawn. You can see Durka again that kill. The only issue is to get to be in that cutting force in towards main, denying. At least putting pressure onto Sayonara, not wanting to peek out that smoke until time's really necessary. But the only issue is it was necessary. The spike was getting stuck all the way. Smoke dropped on towards the spike, and it's easy pickings for KC. Now in towards this one, sure, we've got the weapons back out. This is the one that you're looking towards being that conversion off the back of the timeout.
Playing very aggressive on mid because they have no ults.
And it's a walk down mid.
It's almost
KC
like
ever proactive.
Ultra Viper. Like with Viper, you can't really play like this. But Clove, he's got the value of the smoke even after he dies. So
it really is do or die now. Suigetsu aggressive. Prowler gives away the game, but still able to find one. Durka has to slip into cover.
Good coordination, honestly.
Their comp's really thought out TP for across from Prophet as he'll double swing, but in this case, Vitality yet again have a search towards middle.
For just being an off-season tournament,
hand
this
bitten
comp
off,
is
and
pretty
KC
strong.
not willing to return the favour. Peeking towards Heaven to get to with one, Levin the other. And it feels like Vitality outgunned at their own game. Profek finds one in response, but it's always from these disadvantages that Vitality need to crawl back from. 40 seconds remain. Low HP on Profek, spotted now by Levin once more. Chronicle will look to join forces, but for Vitality, yet again, it's another 2vx scenario that they have to come back into from.
Retake. There's a gap.
Benefit is
through Heaven.
The defense is split up, so at least they're going to be able to isolate a 2v2 to some
Heaven
extent.
To spawn,
but the time ticking.
Which is now going to bother them, They check
it's a conversation of if they even drop in.
Smoke
goes down, so they're going to be committing to it, but Levin only has to hit one bullet, and it's spray from left to right.
Or no,
and an easiest closeout for KC into
really
that round.
He had a little more than 40 health. But I guess
Map point, KC.
Yeah.
Strike 12 first for Vitality. They need 6 in a row to take this to OT.
If Vitality,
I think
KC really needs to close this out. Because if Vitality start having success defaulting and get confident.
And yet again, I mean, it's just been the story of the half, and even the map is, in most of these rounds that Vitality lose, if not all of them, they are always fighting from a disadvantage. You know, 1, 2 players down.
Yeah, now they're more spread out.
Always going to be tricky when you put yourself in situations like this.
Let's see if they
it is last-ditch efforts now for Vitality.
They got the Cypher and the Waylay to take this base.
Let's see how many they can get, or if any of that. And already,
they're fighting
Levin,
strong.
Good start. Yampi, caught. Aves moves forward. Got to be careful. All sorts of util being pushed his way, and you're right, Chronicle there to punish.
He wasn't ready.
That's the least important. Sure, they don't necessarily get the trade on towards mid, but they get an avenue in towards A. The only thing is, look at the rotate. There's 3 players here already, so Getsu wants to fight forward. He has the not dead yet as well to fall back on.
They don't need to force this. They have the util advantage. They have the info advantage.
With the space that they're gathering over towards B, Profek is calling his team back.
Now he's going to be put into an interesting spot.
Interesting time.
Walks in towards B. He saw that Dust9 was holding for it. Levin again. And there you have it. The Brimstone activates. It's another 2-on-4. This time it might be the last for Vitality.
Enough with the call, to be honest.
Looking to progress into the site. It's Ducker that slams the spike down in safety, but power with numbers, and KC know that. 3 players from Heaven. Vitality do have 2 ultimates, and there might be half a chance that they can win this round, but someone needs to do something. They're trying to burn the clock. Vitality counting down the seconds for justice, and it's not going to happen. Levin with 3, on for 4, everything needed out of Sayonara, and it just is not going to happen.
That's what I expected.
The underdog story continues.
Underdog, I don't know about that.
It really does live on. KC clearly watching that Eternal Fire game. 2-0 there, and now KC are 1-0 up.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anyone cares about being the underdog in these matchups off the back of that first series as well. And following in suit in towards this one, KC standing strong, admittedly. Sure, it was their map pick, but a dominant one at that.
Yeah, I've got to hand it to them.